So this is going to be a very quick video, and before I go on any further, I'm going to apologise for not uploading much since April. I've kind of had a crisis on what content I wanted to make. I've been going back and forth on whether I wanted to make videos or if I wanted to stream, and it was like, oh, what should I even do? What content should I work on, etc, etc. Eventually, the plan for this channel is to increase the volume of uploads here because they've been infrequent up to this point, and that's just not going to work very well. So hopefully this has cleared up any concerns for the videos that I produced on this channel, and going forward I want to be more active uploading videos and all. Anyways, back to the video. It's been just about a month since the new PS Plus tiered system launched, and I wanted to look back on it and see how good the service is, and it's been up long enough for me to use the service and deliver my thoughts on the new PS Plus. Is it good or is it bad? So, I used to have PS Now before the new service launched, and I'm going to be utterly honest here. Aside from the handful of games that were a bit more big budget on PS Now, it was a service that I got little value from. So like, it was nice to play a lot of older titles that I wouldn't necessarily buy, like, let's say, Go and Mock the Wolves, brilliant fighting game. Or like Okage Shadowkeeper, which was like an obscure PS2 RPG. Like, yeah, games that are like niche and obscure. It's a service that like Sony didn't fully focus their attention to, and it only became useful when Sony enabled the download option for PS4 games because the streaming on there was just utter trash. I remember playing Daytona USA on PS Now. This was like 5 years ago on a free trial, and the streaming quality was so awful. An awful lot of artifacting, picture breakup happening, and like every couple of minutes the game would chug badly because apparently my internet wasn't stable enough, when actually I was on a stable fiber connection. And that alone was the reason to put PS Now on the back burner, and even though they were slowly improving the service, it was like a second class service at best. It would be always compared to Xbox Game Pass, which is like a far superior offering for what it is. And I'd get discounts to avoid paying the yearly subscription, and like thankfully because of this it's paid dividends. Because I had PS Now, I got upgraded to the PS Plus Premium tier, which gives you just about everything that PS Plus offers. Game trials, game streaming, and to me the most important feature was the Classics catalogue. So you got a bunch of like PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3 games, and a bunch of remasters that were PS4 games. And that's the main draw of the premium tier, on top of the usual stuff and essential like online multiplayer, the free monthly games, and for extra 400 PS4 and PS5 games. And what do I think of this upgraded PS Plus? I have very mixed feelings on this service. The best part of the new PS Plus is by far the 400 games on the extra tier. There's been so much good stuff available to the point where I don't need to wait for a sale to play that specific game. I could just play it instead on PS Plus Extra. Just download and you don't have to worry a single bit. It's crazy just how much more value I was getting compared to PS Now. I was downloading a lot more games and adding them to my library, and it feels like I have way more stuff to play across my PS4 and PS5. It's absolutely crazy. I started playing 428 a few days ago, this like very obscure visual novel that only got localized a few years ago, and normally I would have waited weeks for it to go on sale. I don't have to worry about it now because they put it on PS Plus Extra. I'll also add this here, I only played a little bit of Stray and it's such a good game, so seeing that on PS Plus was a surprise because thanks to the service, they've given it more exposure, which is good. They've also cleaned out all the garbage filler that was plaguing PS Now for games that offer more value to the service. So honestly, PS Plus Extra offers fantastic value for what it is, and I'd probably say it provides just as much value as Xbox Game Pass does. I'm more critical of PS Plus Premium though. What's supposed to be like a premium package, it's really just lacking at launch, and it still is lacking. The Classics catalogue was the big selling point for the service, and after having the premium tier for a month at least in Europe, it's very lacking, especially for the PS1 and PSP games. But from what I did play, I largely enjoyed the games being offered. Ape Escape and Mr. Driller, they were my highlights of the PS1 games on Premium. I still didn't finish Ape Escape, but Mr. Driller, that game is fantastic, especially when you're on short bursts. The PSP catalogue was lacking so badly to the point that this month's games have just been PSP games because Sony barely added any at launch. And the simple thing here is that I need more games to be worthy of the price that it's at, and right now, the only thing really keeping the classics part of the service afloat is the remastered games, and even then, they should be on Extra. How the heck is The Last of Us Remastered on PS Plus Premium, but then you got a bunch of Final Fantasy remasters on PS Plus Extra? That makes no sense. And game streaming I have no interest in, even though it's like vastly improved compared to like when I tried PS Now years ago. And the game trials feature is neat, but I haven't really tried much of it, honestly. I probably need to like try more of it like when I get the time to do so. But anyways, overall, this new PS Plus service has been very much something that I've been interested in a while, and after a whole month of it being out in Europe, the best part of it is the extra tier. There is no contest. That and Xbox Game Pass, if you have an Xbox or PC, will probably keep you busy for ages because there's so many games you can play. But PS Plus Premium, I suggest that you hold off for now until more classic games are added. The value for Premium over Extra, it will grow over time. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to go, right? But for now, just get Extra. Extra is the best value out of the 3 PS Plus tiered services. Anyway, that's it for the rest of the video. If you liked this, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.